Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained? Not because you worked hard or solved something difficult, but because someone quietly took your energy, your focus, and your peace of mind. Most people believe time is their most valuable asset. That's not true. Your attention is. Once your attention is gone, your life slowly follows. Friedrich Nietzsche challenged people to examine not only their beliefs, but also the company they keep. While he never wrote a literal list called 7 Types of People to Avoid, many of his ideas warn against relationships that weaken character instead of strengthening it. Because every person you allow into your life shapes your thinking. Some inspire courage. Others slowly erode it. Today, we explore 7 types of people you should never waste your precious time on through the lens of Nietzsche's philosophy. Type 1, the perpetual victim. Some people never take responsibility. Nothing is ever their fault. Their failures are blamed on society. Their mistakes are blamed on bad luck. Their unhappiness is always blamed on someone else. Over time, they become addicted to blame because it protects the ego from accountability. Nietzsche believed growth begins when a person stops searching for excuses and starts embracing responsibility. The perpetual victim does the opposite. And if you stay around them long enough, something subtle happens. Their mindset starts to influence yours. You begin making excuses too. You delay action. You start surrendering responsibility in small ways that eventually add up. Greatness demands ownership. Victimhood demands surrender. Type 2, the envious person. Envy is rarely obvious. It doesn't always look hostile. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it congratulates you. But underneath, there is resentment. Your success reminds them of what they haven't achieved, or what they refuse to become. Instead of improving themselves, they criticize others. Instead of building, they complain. Nietzsche often explored resentment as a quiet force that turns people against what they cannot attain. The envious person doesn't truly want to rise. They want others to fall so their position feels justified. That's why fake support can be dangerous. It sounds like encouragement, but it carries hidden resistance. Real support is simple, it celebrates your growth without feeling threatened by it. Type 3, the crowd follower. The majority is not always wrong, but it is not always courageous either. Many people simply imitate what they see. They follow trends, repeat opinions, and accept beliefs they never questioned. Nietzsche warned against this herd mentality. The crowd rewards conformity because it feels stable and predictable. But individuality requires something different: discomfort, uncertainty, and independent thought. If everyone agrees with you, it's worth asking whether you've truly thought for yourself or simply repeated what you've absorbed. The fear of standing alone has stopped many people from discovering who they really are. Type 4, the energy drainer. Some people leave every interaction heavier than it started. Every conversation becomes a complaint. Every opportunity becomes a problem. Every solution becomes another excuse. This kind of negativity is exhausting, not because life is easy, but because constant pessimism trains the mind to expect failure before effort even begins. Over time, it affects your thinking patterns without you noticing. Protecting your emotional energy is not avoidance. It's maintenance. Because your energy shapes your decisions, and your decisions shape your future. Type 5, the comfort addict. Comfort feels safe, predictable, and stable. But it rarely leads to anything meaningful. These people discourage risk. Every dream feels unrealistic. Every ambition feels dangerous or impractical. Their favorite advice is always the same: be realistic. But history is not shaped by people who only stayed realistic. It is shaped by those who moved beyond comfort and uncertainty. Growth begins exactly where comfort ends. And the people around you either reinforce comfort or challenge it. Type 6, the manipulator. Manipulators rarely rely on force. Instead, they use guilt, fear, or emotional dependence. They slowly make you question your instincts. Over time, your confidence weakens, and your independence starts to feel like a threat to them. Healthy relationships create clarity and freedom. Manipulative relationships create confusion and invisible pressure. When someone benefits from your self-doubt, distance becomes necessary. Your peace is more valuable than maintaining access to people who distort it. Type 7, the person who kills your potential. This is the most dangerous type because they don't openly oppose you. They normalize limitation. They make ambition seem unnecessary. They treat discipline like obsession and ambition like arrogance. Slowly, your standards begin to lower. Your goals feel less urgent. Your vision becomes smaller until average feels acceptable. Nietzsche believed becoming your highest self requires constant self-overcoming. Anyone who discourages that process becomes an obstacle to your growth. The truth is, you cannot always choose who enters your life, but you can choose who stays. Every relationship either strengthens your potential or drains it over time. Protect your attention. Protect your standards. Protect your future. Because the people closest to you quietly shape who you become. And the real question is simple: which of these types appears most often in your life, and have you ever become one without realizing it?